Yo, what's up guys? It's Keaton from Yumi and Decree. Here today giving you guys an updated Monarch list, a few weeks late from the April ban list. This deck, I haven't played it since Houston. Just been messing around with like different things, and, like different variants. So I just wanted to give you all this because I played this at locals yesterday, and we have two tournaments in the same day at the same locals. One of them starts at like 3 and the other starts at 7. So both of them are 4 rounds and then cut at top 8 and then top 4. The first tournament I played against 3 Monarch, 2 of them being Domain Monarch, 1 extra deck, and then one of them was Cosmo. I only lost to 1 Monarch mirror match, and I misplayed. So that was my fault. And then we split top 8. And then we went to the second tournament, and then I played, I want to say 2 mirror matches, and then I played 3 mirror matches, and then 1 other deck. I forgot what the other deck was, but and then I lost to PK Fire, my friend Darian, in top 8. So shout out to him. His deck's a lot better. He plays more Twin Twister than I do. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. I'll show you like my choices. Played 3 Erebus standard. I sided this out a few times. Like especially against the PK Fire. Like that was the main time that I sided it out. I sided this out for like a Vanity's Fiend, and then like I actually wanted this back. And then I mained 3 Ether. This card is just like broken. Like this is your win condition against Pepe. Like this and Domain. Like if people are still playing Pepe. So you just summon this. Like you do this first turn, and then if you have like return, then you search this out, and then you summon this on their turn when they like activate 2 scales or something, or like they activate eccentric to out your Domain. Then you summon this. Send to summon Karaz, and then you hit their like their eccentric, and then they have to have like another one or a Twin Twister, and at that point they're already down like 3 cards. So like yeah, just this card's broken. Never sided out. 2 Karaz. A lot of people tell me to play like either 3 or 1, and I'm like 3. Like if you're going to play 3, you're gonna. Like you're wanting to draw it at that point, and this card isn't something that you want to draw. Like if you draw it, there's a lot of like small like interactions that you can do with it, but nothing that's gonna really like advance your game state. So it's just like it's literally in here for Ether, like because if I have 2 Ethers, and like I don't know, an Erebus or something, then I do the Erebus first turn, and then if they try to play, then I'll just summon the Ether, and then use the effect, special this, and then do the same thing again when they try to play again. Like if they still have plays, so I Karaz them twice in the same turn, so yeah. So 2 Karaz, and then I play 1 Majesty's Fiend. I had to borrow it, because I don't know where mine is. Majesty's Fiend was okay, just because, like, the only times I summoned it, like, it was a bunch of mirror matches, so it didn't matter, like, it was gonna get Stormforth anyway, but, like, there were a lot of times where I thought that it would be better as a Thestalos, but game 1 against, like, Cosmo and the extra deck Monarch, like, it was a lot better, but, like, I mained this, and I sided 1 Vanity's Fiend, and then I like, swapped them a few times, just because they have, like, different interactions, and, like, yeah, I'll talk about Vanity's Fiend in a minute. 2 Edea and 3 Edios. My reason for this ratio is that, like this card, a lot of times you're gonna be like if you have Foolish, then you're gonna be Foolishing it, or you're gonna Reasoning like into it, like hopefully, or you can like you're more than likely to draw this before this. Because like that's really just the way it is, and like if you resolve this once, you're probably gonna win anyway. so like you don't need more than 2. And then this, you could just summon this effect and then use domain and then reveal the thing and then tribute for that. And then this is also like good with this, the Majesty's Fiend, because you could just be like normal effect, have like a return, tribute this, and then activate a return and search like anything, and then it sets you up for next turn, like if they can't get over the Fiend, or if they do get over the Fiend. And then like the banish effects, like to banish this to special, then you can do that. That's why like I don't like having 2 and then 3 like some builds do, and then some builds do 2, 2, and then 1 Mithra, which I just don't like Mithra. That's just a card I don't like. I think it contributes to like bricking, because you have to use like that and a Stormforth. Like if you have that in domain, then yeah, you're fine, but otherwise I don't really like it. But yeah, that's my ratios on that. And I played 2 Maxi. This card came in clutch. Like even against a mirror match when they like summon this first turn, like going first against blank deck, then it's just Maxi and then draw a card. And if they summon like if their only Monarch in hand is Ether, then you draw 2, or they just tribute summon and then like pass, or they just leave the 2 things on field and pass. But at that point they're gonna have like Pantheism or something engraved to have to banish, so this card's broken. 3 Tenacity. This card is, yeah, it's obvious. 3 Pantheism. There was like maybe 1 game that I didn't resolve this. Yeah, and then there were a few games where like I just chose not to resolve it because I already had like too much advantage. Like I had like 2 Stormforts in hand, another one of this, and then like a Prime, and I was like, I don't really need to resolve it because I already had like 3 Monarchs on field at that point, so like it didn't matter. But definitely like always search for this. Like that's just me though. 3 Domain, main Floodgate right now in this deck. Yeah, that's really it. Like I sided it out a few times against a mirror because it's like terrible against a mirror. I'd rather have like Twin Twisters for theirs and return so they don't like gain advantage, and then they can't like lower levels with this, and then have like Edios, and then they have to like have another thing on field like a Prime. So that card's pretty good. 3 Stormforth. This card is broken. Probably should be banned, but you know it's pretty good. 2 return. People say to play 3, especially in like extra deck Monarch, which is probably what I'm gonna move to pretty soon. But people say to play 3, and I'm just like, I don't really want to play 3 because like 2's fine just because it's searchable. Like you could play 1 and it'll still work the same just because it's, you know, this card and then this card. So you can just get to them like at any point in time that you really need it, and then if you open it, then that's even better. And then you can like activate this to discard that, like if you bricked, like besides these, and then you can draw 2, hopefully unbrick your hand, then banish this if you need to get the other one, if you didn't draw it already. So that's just, I don't like 3 because I feel like 3 would be like way too much. So because I find myself like baiting setting this a lot. Like I have this on field and like a domain, and I set this, and then like I don't know, they frost blast it, and it's like okay, that's fine, like in the mirror match. So yeah, 2 of that. 1 frost blast. This card just goes in. The 1 Cosmo I played, I played him in both tournaments, and he always opened like a pilot set 2, and I think I opened Tenacity like 2 out of the 5 games that we played, out of both tournaments, and like I just tribute summon for a thing. If it went through, then I use the effect. If that went through, then I like banish Pantheism, got a Tenacity or this, and then just hit a back row and then banish this and the Tenacity to hit like another one. And you know, like this card is just broken. Shout out to him. He's Alan. He's pretty good. 2 Allure. Pete, like my friend told me about this card, and I wanted to play it. I was thinking about playing Trade-In like in replace of this. But then I was like I'd rather have these in hand, and then like if this is my only like dark in hand, the Edios or the Erebus, sorry. If that's like my only one in hand, and when I have this, I activate this, draw 2, and then like if that isn't like any combo cards, like I don't know, Tenacity or Pantheism or like Stormforth and a Ether with Domain already on field or already in hand, then like I don't know, I just feel like it's a lot better. I don't really want to discard Erebus because you could also do Edios, you could also banish him, and you could also play like more dark targets. Yeah, so yeah, these are pretty good. I always side, like literally every game I sided one out, so like it just went back to being one of the Juan upstart. I guess these just kind of make up for it, I guess, in a sense. One reasoning, like I was honestly thinking about siding this. I know that sounds crazy, but like I would only side it because like if I hit this in the main deck, like that would be so trash because I'd have to have a Domain and like a big Monarch to go off, and then this would be like dead and I would never draw it. So like I was feeling like siding this for the mirror match, so like when I side that and that out, because I like always side this out against a mirror, it was like an easy side out, that I wouldn't hit this and I would hit like literally anything else. Like I'd hit a 6, a 1, a 2, or an 8, and then it would be like golden. So like definitely play this card. I just don't know where. But it worked out in the main. Like I never hit Max C. Like in testing I did a few times, but like at the actual event, like or the tournament, like I actually never hit Max Z. So you know, it's just something to think about. One foolish. This card comes in clutch. Like there's a lot of times where I just brick, and then I have this, and then it's like activate this, send Erebus, like discard a Pantheism or something, add it back, banish Pantheism for like 3 Tenacities, add the Tenacity, like normal Edios, search Domain off the Tenacity, and then just like tribute for this, and then that's like your first turn play. Like foolish just gets a lot of combos started, and then you could send Edea to get her add to banish effects, so it's pretty good. And then one Twin Twister. I only play one because like I feel only one is necessary because I don't really want to be discarding cards. Like the only card that I want to discard is like this, or I guess this and Edea, but like the most ideal one is this, because like if I'm not getting this engraved fast, like while hitting their back row to like summon this, then like I don't feel like I'm gaining that much advantage, so I don't want to play anymore. Like if anything else, I'd play like an MST. Yeah, so but this card, like this card went off. Like this card was so good. And then 3 Prime. I was thinking about cutting it to 2, like playing an escalation, because the one Monarch player I lost to in the first tournament, he went undefeated and until the last round, and he sold his win because he was already guaranteed top 8. This is like the escalation, it just kind of like interrupts their plays, because if you already have like if you tribute summon to Edios under like a return, and then you add like an Ether, or the other way around, like you summon a Ether on their turn and then you search a Edios, then you can Edios them on their turn and like interrupt their plays. So like yeah, like escalation is something to think about. More than likely in the side deck I'll probably be able to fit it, but you know, you can main deck it if you want. That's 40 cards obviously. We got 2 Battle Fader. I said this against Cosmo. I think I said it 1 when he lost the game, so because I didn't know if I was going first or second. If I was going first, like I definitely needed this because you know they could OTK and shit. So like I needed this. And then I sided 1 Vanity's Fiend. As I just said, I swapped this for Majesty's once. That was about it. Like literally the only bad thing about this card is that the 1200 defense. Like if it had 1000 defense, I'd probably be maining 3. Like this card is just so good. The only matchup it's bad against is the mirror, and that's like, yeah, like you're not supposed to be playing any fiends against the mirror anyway. If anything, majesties, but one Regeki and one Dark Hole. This is for going second against Pepe, cause like if you beat them game 1 at a domain lock, then they're gonna go first because you know like they lost the domain. They don't want to get they want to be able to play, and then they make like the biggest board that they can, and then you just like blow them out with one of these. I was thinking about playing a second one, but I just like really couldn't find the room. If anything, you could take out one of the MSTs I'm about to show you. So yeah, that was it. 2 system down. I actually never activated this card until the second time I played the Cosmo player, because like I've been playing, like I was playing Cosmo for a little bit, like that was the main deck that I've been playing like in tourneys. I've just been borrowing it, and whenever people activated this on me, like I cried inside, but I never got to see them cry when I activated them on this on them. So like this card came in clutch. This card was just so good. Yeah, I just never understood the actual power of this card, so you know, play this. Like if you have a third, play that. But the second Twin Twister, this is for like going second against BA because they have like a million back row and like PK Fire. 2 MST, this is also for like the same mentality behind that. Yeah, and just basic back row removal. Like if you see them playing extra deck Monarch, then you can do this to like hit their returns or their domains as well, because that like really hurts them and sets them back. Yeah. And then 2 Trapstone. Like I didn't side this all day. Like I wanted to side it against Cosmo once, but then I realized I was probably going second, so it didn't like do anything, so I just put in like these. But just the theory behind this card is that like Decree is gonna get Twin Twistered or MST, more than likely Twin Twistered, especially against BA. But this shuts off their anti-spells, their Massacre Tricks, and just their strikes, their warnings, their Chaos Trapples, their Karma Cuts, their Wing Blasts. This just shuts off everything until you're able to make like any, like literally any board. And then by that time, like all their floodgates are dead unless they have like your Geki or something. And if they have that, you're probably gonna lose anyway. And then the final card is 3 Scolding. This card is broken. I would side this going first against Pepe. Like if they, like if for some reason they got game 1, then I just put this in, and if I like domain lock them and set this, like they have to have 2 outs to even be able to play that game. So just set this, have Erebus, so they down a card, they start off with 5 cards when they draw, and then I have Erebus, domain this, and then like, I don't know, maybe a return if I'm lucky, and it's like Regeki or Twin Twister or Chain. And then if they have like both outs, like if they have Regeki and Twin Twister, then they're down 3 cards, so they only have 2 cards in hand, so they're still probably not going to play, unless it's like Monkey Board to Luster, and at that point, I still think they won't be able to play, so, you know, but this card is just busted. Like the 3,000 point, like I know, like, you literally can't play 9,000 in one game, unless they're running like some dumb card, but, you know, just consistency. I usually just cite 2, but sometimes 3. So yeah, that was a deck. Like, this deck has a lot of potential. It's just the fact that, like, if they have outs and then you don't, like, open playable, then you'll lose. I mean, that's kind of how it is with every deck. And then the die roll really matters. But this deck, like, this build in particular is really good against a mirror. Like, as I said, I only lost to 1 mirror. And, like, yeah, it's because I misplayed. But, yeah, like, the mirror match is just, I don't know, it's just really easy. I'm really not sure why, but like with this particular build, I just always do good against it. Maybe it's a Majesty's Fiend and they just never had Stormforth or something, but I don't know. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, comment on like anything that you guys like questioned or anything that y'all would change